Hello you guys, welcome back to the Chutney Life Kitchen. Today I'm sharing with you guys a Thai green curry noodle recipe that's been super popular on my site. I love soupy, spicy, brothy noodles, especially in this cold weather. And I know that a lot of you have already made this, but a lot of you also wanted a visual. So I hope that this video helps. Follow along. And again, the full recipe is already on thechutneylife.com, guys. Enjoy. So I'm gonna start by heating up a little bit of oil in this pot. Once this oil is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the scallion whites and shallots. Shallots are really traditional in Thai cooking and they have a great garlicky flavor and a little bit more mild than, let's say, an onion. Just gonna stir this for about a few minutes until the scallions and the shallots are nice and soft. So now that the shallots have softened a bit, I'm gonna go in and add some crushed garlic and some ginger. Now I'm gonna go and add in the green curry paste. This is packed with so much flavor. All right, you guys, so this smells so good right now. I'm getting all of those flavors from that green curry paste, along with the scallions and the shallots and the garlic and the ginger. It smells so good already. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in coconut milk. So now you wanna carefully take everything in this pot and add it to a high-speed blender. If you don't have a blender, you could use a handheld immersion blender. That would also work. Just be really careful because this will be very hot. All right, so now I've got the broth transferred into the blender. You just wanna do that really carefully. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in my Tuscan kale. You've seen me use this a lot in recipes, and I just wanted to show you guys, this is what Tuscan kale looks like. It's different than the curly kale that's super popular. It's just got a really peppery flavor. If you can't find kale, you could use a handful of spinach or any other sturdy green, like a collard green would work really well. This flavor is just really good. And all you do is you just hold it upside down, rip apart the leaves from the stem, and you kind of just work your way down. And then so you're left with just the stem, and then the leafy part is what I chop up and use in this broth. To the blender, I'm going to add in some chopped kale and some chopped cilantro. This is where a lot of that flavor and deep green color comes from. Some diced green chilies. I'm using serrano. You could use jalapenos or Thai green chilies for more spice. So just blend all of this really carefully until you have a super smooth sauce. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like once it's blended. It's super green. It's got a beautiful color from that kale and from that cilantro. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add this back into the pot and finish off the recipe. You can put the heat back onto about medium. Next, I'll add in the 2 cups of vegetable broth. This is just really gonna help thin out that sauce that we blended. Now I'm gonna go in with some brown sugar, white sugar, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar. Give everything a really good stir and bring it to a nice slow simmer. So next I'm gonna go in and get my lime in there, the remaining chopped kale, the rest of the scallions you'll throw in now as well. All right, you guys, this sauce is coming together so well, and now it's time for the ramen noodles. I use dry ramen noodles, just cook them according to package directions. You could probably find fresh ones at like an Asian market. I also like to wait till the end to put the noodles in, because if you leave them in there too long, the noodles are gonna keep soaking up that sauce and you're not gonna have so much of that brothy goodness to slurp up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add this in. As soon as I add it in, mix it up, I'm gonna turn the stove off. All right, you guys, you see how easy that was to make. It looks so delicious. I am excited to go in for a big old bite. I am not even gonna attempt to eat this with chopsticks because that will be a mess, so. It's so good. It's got so much spice from those green chilies, sweetness from that coconut milk and the sugar. And that kale really adds a great earthiness to the dish. I also put in kale at the end, so it gives it a little additional texture besides just the noodles. So you guys, this full recipe is on thechutneylife.com. I'm gonna go sit and shove a bowl of noodles in my mouth. But I hope you guys enjoyed following along. I hope it made this recipe a little less intimidating. And I hope you'll be back to join me in the kitchen again.